Hey Victor, thanks for getting in touch. So basically, I wanted to give you a quick demo of what I've got running so far. We're going to need a ton of refinement and syncing, but just to give you a quick taster of the infrastructure that we got up and running. So what we're planning to get up and running for devs is to have basically a template repo for Astound, which I think would fit what you're basically saying. The having a solid base with heavy customization per client. You can see I've got this template repo running here locally. This is what you're seeing in front of you as well with the splash screen. And a developer would have to go just CC. And what this would do, this opens then a sandbox version of Claude Code here in my local machine. So here I am as a developer. I am fully authenticated into Salesforce. So basically I can go into Claude. And so basically to get this working, all I have to do is log in by Salesforce, and that will grant me a token that will basically map this device to that user in Salesforce. So I'm now working as someone in my Salesforce instance. And what I'm going to go do now, for example, I'm going to play with the contacts, or we've got a whole list of skills here that are already pre-installed by Astound. So these are managed by System Prompt. So Claude Code comes up with your predefined marketplace that is set for the repo. That is then sandboxed and running with Claude Code here, and that is mapped per developer, per user. And so me as a developer, I can go through and say to be owned by someone else and create a new lead for a ton of money. All right, so here I am in Claude Code working locally, and what I'm doing is I'm using basically the pre-installed, pre-authenticated MCP servers, and it's using all of the skills that are managed by System Prompt, and that is automatically synced into a developer's Claude Code, which is, again, this is isolated from their other environment, so this will just work out of the box. Okay, here we go, and then what we've got Claude now doing his magic, and it's going through, and it's updating Salesforce. This is using all of the Salesforce authentication as well, so this is mapped to a Salesforce user. All of the CRUD operations are going to be permissioned via Salesforce. All of the audit history and all of the trace is going to be in there correct as well. So here's Claude doing its thing. Let's give it to Org Farm, 100 million revenue. You see we have the whole Claude native flow going through here, managing Salesforce. This is an example of playing around with, the CRM, but obviously this can also be far more complex and personalized workflows depending on the needs of the client. And so I'll just wait for Claude to go through and do its thing now. Boom, there we go. So we've created new prospect, and now the fun bit. So this is developer in Claude Code. At the same time, I'm now going to go to my Windows machine, and I'm going to open Claude. And so this would be the view of a client or an office worker or someone working on the same project. So I am now in Claude Cowork. And again, this is all managed by the same gateway. This is all managed by System Prompt. And so what I can go through now is that System Prompt pre-installs artifacts. And then if I go through and I refresh these artifacts, you can see that hopefully, so what did we do? We did a new lead. So do I have a lead? Leads inbound prospects. So we just got that hot prospect that's come through. It's showing up here in Claude Cowork. Updated. So what was it called? The hot prospect was called new prospect. Yeah, here it is. It's updated inside Cowork. So like I now have a Cowork interface and the same skills marketplaces being operated from Claude Cowork. And this could be a different user. This could be a knowledge work user. And as you can see, you can build the whole web connecting the knowledge workers and connecting the devs, and it all goes through System Prompt. And so then now if I go to let's go to my local one. Again, sign in with Salesforce. So here I am in my local machine, and you can see all of this stuff that has just happened is going through here. So yeah, we can see like all of these traces have gone through. This is Edward. This is what I've done. I can go through and manage it. And again, like this is where we'll have to get into a lot of detail. So you can see like all of those traces that have gone through both Cowork and gone through Claude Code are all here in my System Prompt dashboard. We'll have to do a lot of work here, for example, making sure that these views, these reports are what makes sense. We get all of the usage from Claude Code, all of the usage from Claude Cowork, all in the same place, all mapped by user, all like linked into the Salesforce IDP as well. This is what we'll need customizing heavily for your use cases. So you can see like, what MCP servers, what plugins, like this would be like, at the moment this is set up to do a report on, AI usage, cost, things like that. We could completely personalize this, all of the data in the database. So we'll need to sort of figure out what's a good foundation, what we should build on top. But as you can see, it's pretty cool that you've just seen me like work on Claude Code with one developer, work on Claude Cowork with a knowledge worker. They're all using the same marketplace. It all works out of the box with one click, and it's all mapped into the same place. So this is like your client AI hub that we can adapt per use case. Yep, I hope that's a good overview. And again, I look forward to catching up and going into detail, lots to discuss. So yeah, catch up soon.